Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 2 at Dreisenhof. This is me, Widdywat. So today's tasks were, I believe that we wanted to get a low loader so we could start carting our chicken eggs about when they're ready, and the chicken feed. Also, we've got a second field. It's just it's just on top of field 13. As you can see there. We were thinking about either using this as a grass field or ploughing it up and making some more cereal crops. So, without further ado, what shall we do? It's probably a bit early to go to the shops at the moment. We should set the time to times 15. Let's see how things are getting on. It's a bit dark. Chickens are okay. Got 1 box of eggs. How well are they growing so far? So we've done 60 litres of eggs so far. Not an amazing amount, but yeah, hopefully a small residual income. Now we have a kind of daily property maintenance of about £1,000 a day. So it'd be good to find a way of kind of curbing that so we don't owe anything. Now, over here is the grass field. Now we could make some silage, but I've had a look around the farm and there is no silage pit whatsoever. So we can go about this 2 ways. Over near field 9, there is a horse and sheep farm, or sheep buildings, that apparently we own, but obviously we don't own the land, which is a bit odd. So we could either sell those off, and then we'd probably have enough money to buy ourselves a silage pit, a small one, and we could do it that way. Or we could just buy ourselves or rent a bale wrapper and a baling machine. And then once the grass is cut, we can do it that way. Those are our kind of options, really. We don't have much money, but I think we're going to need to take out a little small loan just to get ourselves off the ground, because we don't have a lot. So yeah, what we've got at the moment, we've got our little Ursus C360. Lovely little beast, very noisy though. We've also got the Torpedo RX170. This is a beast. Apparently it's a Czech rebranding of a Deutz-Fahr. You can kind of see the shapes of it. It does look quite Deutz-Fahrish. We've got ourselves a subsoiler, which we used in field 13 earlier. That was yesterday, and we got ourselves a tiny little trailer for grain. Now I was hoping to use it to put chicken feed in, but it emptied the bag straight away, and I was like, oh okay, probably not the best way to do it if we want to store feed anyway. Right, once it's getting light, we should really head over to the shop and buy ourselves a low loader. But beforehand, do we need any more chicken food? I think we're okay. We've got quite a bit. That should last them quite a while. Chickens are nice and healthy. They're all clean. Yeah, everything's good. But the temperature at the moment is still a bit too cold, especially the ground temperature, to actually do any sort of fertilising. Well, we could probably fertilise. That's what we can do. Sorry. We also need to lime field 13. If we go have a check. Hop over the fence. Yeah, so yeah, we still need some lime. It's kind of, 2/3 fertilised, which is good. So yeah, we'll lime it. we'll need to rent out the machine and the lime. It's a bit of a pain. So maybe that can be today's task. Our main task anyway. Let's get in the old torpedo. And yeah, let's get ourselves over to the shop. I'm hoping it's not going to be too expensive. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how much lime we're going to be needing either. This will be interesting to find out, I think. But yeah, let's get ourselves over to the shop and we can work it all out. Okay, so here we are, back at the shop once again. I'm sure they're going to be seeing plenty of our custom as the time goes on. Alright, let's park ourselves up. Right, let's see what they've got in terms of a lime spreader. Now, they have got... They've got the Bredel, or Bredel. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. But Bredel. There's a lime spreader for 39,000. We could rent it. There's also one for 24,000. It's probably a little bit smaller. In fact, it is. It's actually a lot smaller. Which is probably better for our tractors. It also spreads lime. Possibly one to buy in the future as well, if we're going to be doing some lime spreading a lot. But yeah, at the moment, we're probably going to just be able to rent that. How much is it to rent? So, initial leasing cost £1,249. As a working width for 24 metres, so it should cover a fair bit. Yeah, I reckon we should do that. What sort of wheels can we get for it? Michelin's or Trelleborg? I think Trelleborg, since we're going to be in the field. Right, let's lease it out. Lovely jubbly. Now, in terms of lime, I'm not quite sure how much we're going to need. Is there a lime filling station on the map? That would be interesting. Lime filling station. Animal dealer. Lime station. Brilliant. We could actually fill it up there. Let's go and fill it up there. And instead of buying the big bags. And hopefully it won't cost us too much. And if not, the stuff that we've got spare, we can always just keep to one side, because I'm sure we'll need it. So, oh, kind of matches. Looks quite good. This is a very nice fit as well. Right, let's take it to the lime station then. I don't think it's this way. Let's back it up. Right, off we go to the lime station then. I do believe it's this turning here. So we'll quickly nip in before this car comes. Now, I would assume this is where we fill up. So, start filling lime. Please don't be too expensive. We'll just fill it up and yeah, we'll go see what we use. Okay, so $1,439. Why are we in dollars? We should change that back to euros. That's better. Oh, don't want to be denting renting machinery. I don't think they'll be too happy about that somehow. Right, let's get this back over to field 13 rather quickly, because we don't want to be wasting time. And yeah, but so yeah, we'll get this field covered in lime and hopefully everything will be good. I always seem to manage to take the scenic routes home. Oh wow, we've got a lake crossing. I wonder if that's crossable. Okay, that's not too bad. But how cool was that? That was very cool indeed. Wish we could afford the old lines, but I mean we can, but we've got to think about the rest of the year instead of just buying stuff outright. I mean, just renting it will probably do us fine for the minute. Okay, let's get ourselves into some sort of position. Right, this should probably do, and it's not spraying. But it's not working. Okay. So turn on spread, then open slider maybe? Lower steering wheel. Oh, there we go. There we go, it's much better. Must have missed a spot there. Whoops. There we go, I think we're getting the hang of it now. Definitely very bumpy, this land. Okay, so now we've gone around the headland, we can start working our way up and down. Okay, let's start from here. Let's turn it on. Wonderful. I think we're doing quite a good job. I mean, we're missing a few bits and pieces, but it could be worse. Definitely could be worse. As long as the majority of it is covered, I think we'll be good. It's looking good. Almost finished. Look at that, pretty much all done. Maybe we can quickly cover up this bit. There we go. Not a bad job, I think. Okay, let's so we use just over half for that field. It's not bad, but we need to now go dump out the excess lime, and yeah, we'll take it back because we're now finished with it. I don't think we need it for anything else. I think we'll just leave that grass field to cut, and Now, where to store it? I don't want it to be too in the way. I mean, we may need to invest in some sort of either a skid steer or something like that. Something that's got front loader, something attached to it. Just so we can start moving some, because he's going to produce big bags now. I reckon if we just put it here. It's fairly out of the way. Okay, can we get rid of it? There we go. It's out of the way fairly tidily. Now we can take it back to the dealership. Also here, if we had some money, we could build a silage pit like there. It's a very good place to put it. But I reckon that we will probably best off just renting out kind of like a baler and a sort of bale wrapper, storing them that way and then selling them when the price is good. Probably a cheaper alternative. Okay, right, let's return the lime spreader. That was very useful. Thank you. Return that. Brilliant. That was really helpful and it didn't cost us much either. So that's very handy indeed. Now, next job. Whilst we're here, we could get a low loader. See how much one is? Low loaders. Something like an i4 Williams one would be a good choice. Here we go, we've got the i4 Williams LM208. Be a perfect solution for what we need, but alright, since we're in Germany, we need a DE number plate. Very good. Now, see, we can actually use these to stack bales as well. Look at that. That's really good. But also, that would be perfect. That setup is absolutely perfect. So we'll go ahead and buy that. That'll be really handy for our farm. Cool. And we can take it back with the torpedo. Lovely. It's not too bad a fit, really. Okay, back to the farm. Okay, here we go. Back at the entrance of the farm. It's actually a really nice area. We've got some woodland area, so we could actually do some like wood felling. That could bring in some money. And then, yeah, we can see where we can sell them actually. Because we don't have any big machinery, so we probably just need a chainsaw and then just chop them up into logs. Come on, chickens, produce me some eggs. No, that's not bad. That'll do. Now, this ground temperature still isn't rising. Maybe kind of mid-spring when we need to start thinking about drilling and things like that. But yeah, let's see how the grass is doing. Yeah, still growing. Needs ploughing, needs lime. What we can do, we can get one cut off of it. Then we will subsoil it, plant it with grass again, and hopefully we'll get a better yield out of it, I reckon. And I'm hoping that we will get a good yield out of this. If we fertilise it one more time, then yeah, we will be good. Not quite sure what we're going to put in it though. Something we could talk about. Should we do just like a standard wheat? I mean, is it really big enough to do anything like soybeans? I don't know. Be an interesting thing to think about, I reckon. Okay. So we've limed the field. We've got the low loader for our chicken food and chicken eggs when they've decided they've made enough. What else can we do? We can look at perhaps generating some kind of passive income, perhaps in the way of beehives. Perhaps we can plant them over here, just so it takes out the property maintenance thing. It's probably a good way to do that. Although we're probably going to need a loan for that. So let's look at how much they cost. We could do, so bee house is 20,000 euros. And that generates, it's 8 euros a day to maintain, and it generates 16 euros an hour. So it's not too bad. We'll probably need about 3 or 4 in order to break even. Yeah, I think we'll get ourselves a loan, about £100,000, 100,000 euros, and that can be our sort of generative passive income for the farm, just so we don't we don't go bankrupt so quickly. So let's do that. So finances, 100,000, please. Cool. Okay, let's go buy ourselves some bee houses. I'm going to do 4, I think. That's not a bee house. That's a bee house. Now, where could we put them? Definitely over here, I reckon. Maybe sort of spread out. So, can we fit it in somehow? Apparently not. Aha, there we go. So we can put one there. That's one. Terrain cannot be deformed here. Maybe like along here. So perhaps there. So that's 2. 3. Last one. 4. There we go. There is our passive income for the farm, just to help us kind of tick over. It's probably a smart idea to do. I mean, it's definitely a very helpful tool in FS17. And we can go have a look at them now, see how well they're doing. Plus, it's good for the environment, helps pollination. Very nice. Okay, so I have decided that because we have these two buildings that we currently own, but we don't actually own the land to, I think we should sell them off, and with the proceeds we should probably try and buy ourselves a piece of land to work on, to keep ourselves busy. Possibly field number 7. It's quite small. And that's a green field. Yeah, if we can generate that sort of money, 100,000, then it'll be definitely well worth getting, I think. So let's go ahead and sell those off. So we've got sheep pasture for 32,500. That can go. And we had a horse paddock for 25,000. Good, that should in turn lower our property maintenance. And now we've got 129,000 euros, which is quite cool. Although not quite enough to buy that field. But nevertheless, if we took out a little bit more of a loan, just so we're not sinking too quickly, we can get work on this field too. So what does it need? Just needs ploughing. That's quite good. We could do that. Right, let's go take out a little bit more of the loan. We'll take out another 20,000. So 1, done. I'd be quite happy with that. So let's go ahead and buy the field. Nice. So we're expanding fairly quickly, but this will be a good move, I think. Now we can get the torpedo out in that field, get him ploughed, and whilst we're doing that, we could probably do some contracting missions, make ourselves a little bit of money that way. Now, the little Ursus is in the way, he's going to have to move. I do love this little tractor, he's brilliant. Okay, you can sit there. Right, come on little torpedo. I say little, it's actually a medium-sized tractor. It's definitely not small. Let's get you out into that field. And then yeah, we'll start earning a little bit of money through contracting. I quite like to buy fields that are adjacent to our farm. Keeps it kind of close. Now, I don't think we're going to have any problems with the worker with this kind of width of field. I mean, it's huge. So, off you go. What are you saying it's done? Oh, because it's a subsoiler. Yeah. Does actually need a proper plough. And it's already been cultivated, so that's kind of annoying. Okay, well, we will just wait. And we can just look at contract missions instead. So, what is out there to do? Field 24 needs cultivating. Now, we could actually do that job ourselves. What else can we do? Ploughing. Field 1. What else is there? Just kind of ploughing and cultivating really at this time of year. Got some sowing. Now let's do field 24. Now where's field 24? Okay, so that field up there. Yeah, I'm sure we could do that. We can yeah, we'll borrow the items because it's quite nice to use someone else's tractor. It doesn't take off too much. So let's do that. Brilliant. Okay, right, let's hop over to the tractor and get the work done. Oh, this is nice. Vultra S374. Start her up. Looks like it's seen its fair few days of working though. 44 hours on the clock. Yeah, let's get this over to the farm and over to the field, and we'll get ploughing. Here we go. This is the field. Okay, lower. Right, let's get rolling. Right, there we go. Right, there we go. That's that field finished, and we can collect our money. £1,049, not too much, but it's better than nothing. Brilliant, that's all done. So, quickly head back to the farm. We need to get our torpedo back in the shed, since we can't do anything in our field at the moment, and it's very dark now. Look at it. I'm actually probably going to get lost. Okay, how do we get out of here? Here we go. Do we have bigger lights? There we go. Now we can actually see where we're going. Yeah, that was a hard day's slog out on the farm today. Also helped out another farmer as well. Always good to do a good deed for somebody else. Now it's time to call it a day, pack everything up, and we will continue in the next episode. Okay, that's that parked up. Get the Ursus in. There we go. Okay, right, let's head back to the farmhouse. And thank you very much for everyone that tuned in today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope the quality was better today as well. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, we will see you next Saturday for episode number 3. Take care, guys. Bye bye for now.